Who, pray tell, is Giannis? For those who don't know, Giannis Antetokounmpo is an NBA player who has ascended into higher ranks, especially this year, making it very far in the playoffs and nearly getting to the championship round this year. His ascension, I think, is now officially complete because now he has the rap counterpart. He has a rap mention. There was someone who took his name and used it in a song. And typically with basketball, you haven't truly ascended if you don't have a rap song with your name in it. So Giannis Antetokounmpo, how would you incorporate the Greek Freak? Freddie Gibbs, Madlib, and Paak can tell you. With Giannis, Freddie Gibbs, Paak, and Madlib create this world in which you're exploring the downsides of fame, the different ways people had to get up. And Freddie Gibbs in particular, what he does is he criticizes the certain ways that artists can be taken advantage of by streaming and other forms of sharing their content, how much money they actually see back after paying all the other people within that business, within that industry, how much do they actually see? He talks about how cocaine plays an incredibly vital role to some of his success and the dangers that people live in. The idea that drugs and those kind of mannerisms, pushing them around, is not always the best, but it has a considerable amount of risks. And not only, like, my favorite line that he uses to basically talk about this is like, wakes up his daughter, watches Dora the Explorer, but then he goes in the kitchen to cook, and we all know what he's cooking. I mean, come on, scrambled eggs. Freaking fire. They also are addicting. Scrambled eggs is a new drug. You heard it here from me first. No, he's cooking cocaine. Not only do you have Freddie Gibbs, like, this song, it just comes in. There's no intro, sort of like when Crime Pays, it was more laid back, had this very nostalgic feeling. Nah, Giannis, all you hear is and then just straight spitting from Freddie. The real only, technically, if you want to call it reprieve, is sort of the chorus / hook from Paak, where he kind of sings about how fame is dangerous, there's flowers on the grave, and then he starts rapping. I'm like, yes! I love it when Paak really shows his versatility, not only in just like having multiple different songs which have different styles, but here he basically is just like, I can sing and rap. He has this very soulful, he sounds like a pimp who can spit but also sing. He's got that very smooth, sultry vibe to him, and the way that he just performs on this song, there's so much energy here. And oh my god, let me not forget about Madlib, the guy who literally constructed this beat, took the alchemy of sound and just kind of made something gorgeous out of it. And his gold ain't gilded though. His gold is definitely not gilded. There's a very, like, it's kind of laid back, but it's like hard hitting. Like, it feels like it's punching you in your teeth. Like, dun, 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 dun. And they got the melody. It's very like, just like, I want to say it's like strings or something else like electric, and I'm just not sure what it is. But that very light thing contrasted with the very hard-hitting beat just allows both Anderson and Freddie to just go in. And Freddie, like, his flow, like, goes so fast at points. I'm like trying to keep up, but it doesn't feel like I'm listening to something along the lines of a Logic or Eminem, where they're rapping fast and they're just doing that, and that's the whole thing. There's so much substance here, even though they're kind of talking about a general thing. That's the best thing about creatives, when they're like really on it, or when, like, sometimes it can be mindless, but if you're enjoying it, it doesn't necessarily have to be substantive. They both explore the narrative of how, like, fame and drugs can really damage someone's life, and how difficult it is, how risky it is, and how crazy it is that they're kind of that 1% in that idea. Now, are they rich and successful? Yes, they are technically part of a 1%. However, beyond that, they're part of the lower rungs, the lower percentile of people who actually manage to make it out of that lifestyle, or still potentially dabble in it, depending on how much of this is based in reality and how much of it is kind of just weaving a cool narrative. This is them taking that and just like making this epic like thing. Like, one of my, like, I really love the chorus. I love Paak's kind of like, there's a part where Paak literally is like rapping and then he stops. He's like, I ain't done. And he just comes back in and I'm just like, yo, wait, what? How? You can't do that. I was not alive already. Like, you're not allowed to do that. That wasn't fair. I was not prepared for pretty yank yourself back in. Sort of reminds me of on Duckworth's thing where you think the song's gonna end and then you hear someone go, "Is that how the song is?" Like, no, and then he just brings back the song and it's just like, what this is. I love this song. I love the hard hitting trunk nature of the beat. I love Freddie Gibbs' flow and energy. I love Anderson .Paak's flow and energy. All of it comes together to make this badass song called Giannis. Just like Giannis, it's cool. I like it. I wish I could dunk like it, but I don't have the same reach that it does. Overall, Giannis is dope. And this cut from most likely will come off of Bandana. I am just very excited. It sort of reminds me of a Flat Tummy Tea and that same energy, even Bandana. So I feel like the Crime Pays type stuff will also be there, and I can't wait to hear, because it seems as though, at least for me, from what I've heard, Freddie Gibbs and Madlib are able to dabble in both the punch your freaking lights out type beats, but then also the laid back, nostalgic, but still saying some cool, smooth stuff at the same time. And I love it. This collaboration is awesome. Anderson .Paak was great on this. His voice, everything, awesome. I love this song. I love it. It's great. Freddie Gibbs, Anderson .Paak, and Madlib. Giannis! Well, this guy says, do you have a phobia of deers? Are you afraid that a deer might come flying through your window? Well, I hope you don't celebrate Christmas, because Santa's he's reining in the deer. Oh God, I just made... This is the worst joke I've ever made. It's staying up. There you go. That's the end. That's the end. You can boo all you want. It was funny in my head, so it's gonna be funny now.